Elevation. If I take an elevator, what am I doing?
Going up.
I'm rising up. Elevate means to. You're right. Move up. And when they tell you, like, if you're in.
That's what I said.
You're right. You're right. And when they tell you to like elevate your leg, if you heard it, what do you do?
You lift it.
You lift it, right? So elevation is up. What is depression?
Down.
Down, right? Depression would be down. So when I have elevation, angles of elevation and depression, I'm talking about going up or going down.
Depression, eating ice cream on the couch.
Well, I mean, what are your feelings like when you're depressed? Down, right? That's what it means.
Austin, that's
Down.
how you know.
All right, so you have this picture. An angle of elevation is the angle between a horizontal. What is horizontal? Like a cross. Like so, horizontal might be the ground or something flat, and a point above it. Yes.
Excuse me.
So an angle between a horizontal and a point above it.
Tight jacket.
Tyrus, I know your arm is hurt, but let's just keep it quiet. And then what do you think the angle of depression would be? Vertical. Below it, exactly. The whole beginning is going to be the same. Angle between a horizontal, but it's going to be a point below, so it's going to be going down. Because we're talking about going up and going down, not from side to side.
Oh, so horizontal.
Right? Because if I'm looking at, let's think about the ground, going up from the ground, that would be my elevation. Or if I'm coming down from the ceiling, that would be depression. All right, so there's two angles labeled here. Angle B, this angle right here. What do you think that is? Is that your angle of elevation or your angle of depression? Raise your hand.
Depression.
Elevation.
Crystal. B. Angle B is coming from the top and going down. So, Crystal, what do you think it is?
Depression.
Depression, right?
Wait, she said some shit.
I know, but I asked her to raise her hand. She raised her hand and yelled out.
That's a lot of information.
Do we all see that? Adam, you're looking a little confused. Are you good or are you just tired? You're tired. Okay. So what about angle A, the one that's at the bottom and what do we think that is? Three. Why? Why?
Crystal, why?
Why? I'm asking you why.
Because it's above it. I guess.
It's what? It's above the horizontal. Very good. So this is our angle of elevation. So label that diagram.
What angle you was talking about again?
This one down here is marked as A.
Oh.
Right, it's coming from the horizontal and going up. So it's elevation. All right, we ready? Look at that diagram in the next one. Do we see the plane and the tower and the man standing there?
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like this. I have 4 angles there. Do we see all 4?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to figure out for each one, is it an angle of elevation or is it an angle of depression, and what is it going between? So looking at angle 1, raise your hand and tell me, what do you think it is, elevation or depression? Raise your hand. Austin.
Oh, yo. Angle 1.
Angle 1, what do you think it is?
Depression.
Depression. Between what and what? What 2 objects is it an angle of depression between?
Brain.
And? The tower. Very good. So angle 1, I want you to write this, angle 1, an angle of depression between the plane and the tower.
Is there an easier way to write depression?
Yeah, man.
Nope. You gotta write it out. Alright, so I'm gonna give you, let's say, a minute. Is a minute enough time to do the other 3 on your own?
There's not a question here.
I think you can do it.
There's not a question.
I've covered.
So an angle is 280. Now, what if that was just one angle? Would it be depression, elevation?
Is it between a horizontal and something else, or for 2 and 3?
I'm saying, what if something was one angle?
Was one angle, but then you'd have it between
Yeah.
this. Look. If 2 and 3 were together, it would be an angle between this line and this line. Are either of those a horizontal? This line here
No.
and this one here. Are either of them a horizontal?
No.
So we can't really say if it's elevation or depression.
You just say neither.
What is number 2?
Yeah, I guess you would say neither.
Are they all between like the tower?
No.
Tower plane. I put number 2 as tower plane.
So is it elevation or depression? That's what I need to know.
Elevation.
You need to write it.
Elevation?
Yes.
I just write it on your paper.
So
I'm going to give you another minute.
If it's depression.
Do you see it facing down?
It's depression.
That's what you're talking.
Okay, right, because it's going down from the plane to the tower, right? So what would this one be?
Think about it.
2.
Think of depression.
I get it. Elevation or depression. Very good. Right there.
looking down at yourself.
You're done.
Austin, you
I'll
know
refer
you're
to you, Tyrese.
Adam, how you doing? Good? All right, I'm going to ask you to answer these, and I want you to be able to explain, or try to explain.
Kind of overdoing.
You want to write it? You can go write it. Which one do you want to do? 2? Okay. When the timer goes off, you're doing 2. Who wants to do angle 3 when the timer goes off? No one?
Now.
I don't know. It's okay to be wrong. Check with the person next to you if you need to. Who wants to do angle 3 when the timer goes off? All right, Tariq, you're going to do 3, and who wants to do angle 4? Come on, guys. Be confident.
Oh, I didn't see them.
You want to do 4? Okay, so it's going to be Austin, Tariq, Crystal. All right, go ahead. Answer on the board.
I can't like swallow. What?
You can write. You don't all have to wait for Austin. You can just write yours.
Hold on. He counts, right?
It's fine. It's fine. Yes, he counts. Let's try it. Man, yes, the man counts. He's part of the picture.
No, Dad.
All right, put your mark down. Crystal, you can write it on the other side. You don't have to wait.
How about little dude? I was gonna say that.
Go ahead, Crystal.
Cyrus and Austin, are we focused or are we talking about something unrelated?
Austin's over here.
Adam. Sorry. Yeah, okay, first thing.
I was like that. I never seen. You know, I know big and all that. You spell between walk.
Yeah, Crystal, it's spelled with 2
It's
E's.
fine. It's fine. All right, so we did number 1 together. Number 2, somebody said is the angle of elevation between the little dude and the big plane. So he thinks it's the elevation from the guy to the plane. Do we agree?
No.
No. Somebody raise your hand and tell me it's the angle of elevation between what, Tyrus?
The top of the tower and the airplane.
Yeah, it's the elevation between the tower and the plane.
You see what
Well, just wait. I'll explain. My angle starts here. Look, Austin. Look, starts here and goes up. So it's elevation. But does it start at the guy, or where does this angle start? Where's this horizontal? Is it down here with the man? No, it's between what? What is it? Where is this? The tower. Up to the man.
I thought I just excluded the tower out of
Oh,
it.
you just took the tower. You
Yeah.
didn't take the tower.
Like how much?
But that's where it starts. All right, so then, angle 3. You good, though? Does it make
Because
sense?
told us you have to start from where the angle starts at.
Right, and this angle, right, angle 2 starts here and goes up. It doesn't start down at the man. All right, so number 3, angle 3, we said is the angle of depression between the tower and the man. How do we think? How do we feel about that? Good, I agree.
Yeah.
And then angle 4, it says it's the angle of elevation between the tower and the guy. I wouldn't put it like that. What do you think I need to change? What do you think, Tanya?
Oh, what do I think?
Yeah, what should I say there? Angle of elevation between the tower and the guy. What would
The
you
guy
say?
in the tower.
Yeah, I would say the guy in the tower. Because the angle's starting down at the guy and going up to the tower. So make sure you put that out.
Okay, wait, miss.
Yes.
Trying to
I
help the
thought
tower
number
look
2
down.
was horizontal.
No, they have to be elevation or depression. Angle 2 starts here and goes up like this. So where is it starting? What's here? The tower, and what is it going up to?
The airplane.
Okay? All right, so now that we can identify these, now we're going to apply the trig stuff to it. Okay, because this is why it matters. This is why we do this trig stuff. You're never just going to be given a triangle set and go find the sign for the angle, right? It's going to be in applications like this. So I want you to yourself to read the next question. It's talking about survey. Read that next question. And try to draw a picture. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Try to draw a picture from what you do know.
The surveyor.
Just read it. All right, I see a lot of us asking, what's a surveyor? Does anybody know what a surveyor is? Raise your hand if you know. What is a surveyor?
A surveyor is like one of those people that give you the surveys and want you to fill it out for them.
No, that's not this kind of surveyor. You're right, that is a surveyor, but not in this situation. Stop laughing. Does anybody else know what kind of surveyor I'm talking about here?
No.
Okay, so when you're doing construction, let's say when they come and they're going to redo our school, right? They're going to bring a surveyor out to look at the land and the angles in the land and how it's laid out and how they can build on it. So a surveyor is the guy that comes out with that little tripod and he like looks in that. You've probably seen them before on construction sites, and they have that thing that goes up and down and sitting.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
That's a surveyor. So in this situation, my surveyor is standing away from a building. So what would I draw here?
Draw a building and a guy.
Okay, so we want a building. Make sure you have your building. Right, there's my building. And here's my guy. Right? Here's my little surveyor. How far is he standing from the building?
200 feet.
200 feet, right? He's 200 feet away.
Oh. That's fine.
I thought the building was.
Okay, and then it says that he's measuring with a 5-foot-tall theodolite, right? And that word, that's a weird word, right? But that's the thing that he measures with, right? That's what that is. And we just know it's 5 feet tall. So we got a little 5-foot-tall, but that's not going to affect me yet. We're going to need that in the end, because what he's measuring from is 5 feet off the ground. So we're going to have to add that to our answer. Okay, and then it says the angle of elevation to the top of the building is 35 degrees. So what would that mean? The angle of elevation from where?
From the man to the tower.
From the man to the tower.
From the building, actually.
Or to the building, right? And where would I put that angle?
In the building.
From his head. From his head, or from right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 35 degrees. Yeah, we'll get it. All right, and it says how tall is the building? So where am I going to put my X or my question mark?
The hypotenuse.
The hypotenuse?
Wait, on the line, the point thinking.
On the what? What is this?
The
building.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, so can I use Pythagorean theorem here?
No.
No? Can I use my special right triangle theorem?
No.
No, so what am I going to have to use?
Sine.
Trigonometry. All right, so what angle am I working with? 35 degrees, right? We're at this angle. What is x in relation to 35 degrees?
The opposite.
And what is 200?
Adjacent.
So someone read here and tell me if I'm using opposite and adjacent, which ratio am I using, Tony? Tangent. Tangent of what?
35.
35
She said
Agreed.
right? Like, I don't.
equals what over what? Raise your hand, don't yell it out.
That's all no.
Austin.
Is it?
X over 200. Very good.
Good job.
All right, so tangent of 35 No, you're going to do tangent of 35 in your calculator. So go ahead and do that. Tangent of 35 degrees, put it into your calculator, decimal to the nearest 10,000. 4 numbers after the decimal point. Make sure you're rounding. Tyrus, what do you get?
0.70021.
0.7002. That's where I'm going to leave it, right? 4 numbers after the decimal point. Equals what?
Equals x over 200.
All right, and then what is my last step to solve for x? What do I do?
I multiply those.
Multiply by 200. So go ahead and do that. Multiply by 200 on both sides.
140.
X equals, raise your hand and tell me the answer. Cyrus?
140.0415.
I've got 0.4.
0.4.
We can't understand you.
Okay, so that's how tall the building is. But remember, did he measure from the ground?
No, he didn't do
He measured from his little theodolite, right? Theodolite, whatever we call it. And how high off the ground was that? 5 feet. So what do I have to do with that in my answer? I add my 5 feet. I'm just adding it. So 140.04 plus 5 equals what?
145 is
145.04. And what are my units here? If I'm talking about how tall the building is?
Feet.
So is this really that much different than what we've been doing?
No.
No.
You
No,
gotta-
it's not. You just have to figure out where we put our information, right? There's a lot of stuff they tell us. Okay, let's do the next one. It gives us a diagram this time, but I want you to read the question carefully because there's a lot of information in it. Read it. Keep to yourself. And then once you feel like you've got a pretty good handle on it, I want you to try to set it up. Try to set this up. Yeah, but the work, right? They set up a picture, but then you need to solve for x. So why don't you try to set that up? Set up your solution. Do we have any questions about the diagram here? Or does the diagram make sense with the question?
I found this whatever.
I don't know. Let's figure it out. I know my angle of what? Is this the angle of elevation or depression?
Depression.
Depression between what, Tyrus?
The ground and the air, no, the airplane and the ground.
Or and what's on the ground? Where's the plane going?
The airport.
The airport. So it's depression between my plane and my airport. So I know that's 2 degrees. What do I need to use to figure this out? Trigonometry. Okay, so here's my 2-degree angle. What is 3,500 feet? That distance up and down. What is that in relation? The opposite. Very good. And then what is x? The distance between the plane and the airport. That direct distance. What is that? Raise your hand. Don't yell it out. Tamisha. Is it adjacent? If this is my right angle, right? This is my right angle. What do we think? Is it adjacent?
Oh, hypotenuse.
It's a hypotenuse, right? So this is my hypotenuse. So if I'm using opposite hypotenuse, which one of my ratios should I be using to solve this problem? Sine. Very good. Sine of what, Austin?
2 degrees.
Sine 2 degrees.
Sine of 2 degrees equals what over what?
3,500.
3,500 over x. Go ahead and solve. This was like what we did in our do now. Go ahead and solve it.
Wait, over S?
Over x. Right? Because it's opposite over hypotenuse.
0.34.
Chelsea, did you do sine of 2 degrees in your calculator? What do you get? 0.03 equals 3,500 over x. X is on the bottom. Do I like it like that? No. What do I have to do to get it onto the top?
By x.
Multiply by x on both sides. So I'm going to get 0.0349x equals 3,500. Last step. What do I do? Tyrus?
We divide by 0.0349.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I get?
Houses Club, baby.
What did I get?
100,286.53.
100.
286
point
533
533. Okay. What units is that?
feet.
Feet. But what did the question ask me? How many what?
Miles.
Miles. Well, didn't it tell you how many feet were in 1 mile?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what am I gonna?
5 to divide 80.
Right. 5,280. Write your answer on your paper. Do not yell it out. Write your answer on your paper. Don't yell it out. Shapana, what'd you get?
84,9937.
What are my units?
I just put 19.
Well,
You could have rounded it. If I asked you to round to the nearest whole number, it would be 19. I didn't specify here.
19.
Questions on this one? It's nice when they set it up for you, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, turn that paper over. Turn it over. It says reteaching at the top, and it gives you another example. You don't have to worry about that. There are 6 problems down at the bottom. I want you in your notebook to do these 6 problems. You're going to need to draw a picture, show your steps of using sine, cosine, or tangent to find the missing side. I'll be around to help you, that you can work with the people around you. Okay? Once we're done with this, then you'll start working on your study guide, because yes, you do have your test tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Test tomorrow, yes.
Tomorrow.
You're ready. You guys are ready. I believe in you.